Hey YouTube, got another video review for you today. This one is from a company by the name of Zookki. This is their solar motion sensor lights. This is the 4-pack, even though there's 3 on the table. I've already got one mounted outside on the retaining wall. And I just wanted to kind of run you through some of the different features and let you take a look at these lights. And the first thing that I noticed when I got these was, wow, that is a tiny little box. But hey, they were able to fit all 4 of them in there. They were nicely wrapped and they weren't all scratched up or none of that. So I was pretty impressed with that. I just wanted to give you a run around of the light so you'll know what to expect when you order it. By the way, these things, are, for 2 of them, they're $19.99 on Amazon, or you can buy the 4-pack for $29.99. I believe it's free shipping. I'll put a link in the description for you to click on that and it'll take you to the website. But anyways, these seem to be a pretty good, well-made light. They got the little solar panel here on top. It's got your little LED light panel here on the front, and this little round thing is your that is your sensor. So if you walk by, you know, it's a motion sensor. And then you'll notice right here when I look real close, you can see there's a hole right in there. And down below it has a power symbol, basically telling you that's your power button. And it comes with this little bitty pin, and all you do to turn them on is, I'll zoom in real close, you just take, God, I'm shaky trying to do this, but you just stick the pin in the hole, and then you take and push in until you hear a click. And then once you hear that click, you can put your hand over top of that solar panel and it kicks the light on. I've already did it for these. These are already turned on. And anyways, you can see just how bright they are. One thing I will tell you is if you're mounting these, make sure that the top of this panel is mounted to where you're going to get around 8 hours of sunlight a day, or it's not going to charge the batteries long enough, and you're not going to get as much light out time out of them as you would if they had a full charge. So, you know, and it does say in the directions that some of the northern places where it don't have as much sun, the lights might not work as well. But, you know, I'm down here in Tennessee, and we get plenty of sunlight. I'm gonna mount them in an area where they're gonna get pretty much direct sun all day long, so I'm not worried about that. But I just wanted to let you know, make sure you mount them in a good location where they're gonna get plenty of sun on that solar panel right there, so it charges those internal batteries. All right, I went ahead and measured them for you. They're 4¼ inches wide from side to side, and they're 5 1/8 from the bottom to the top, and then they're roughly 2 5/8 of an inch thick, just to give you the measurements on them. And so, you know, they're roughly about the size of your hand. Well, I've got a normal sized man hand, I guess. So anyways, they're smaller than what I thought they would be, but hey, they put out pretty good amount of light, so I was pretty happy with that. I've only had them for a few days, so I can't really speak on the longevity of them. So, you know, don't send me any hate messages. Hey, I got these and they didn't last but 10 years or 2 years or 5 years or whatever. Because I just pretty much got them, and I've installed one. I just want to see how they work. I just want to give you guys a preview before you buy them. So anyways, so far so good for me. I haven't had any problems out of them, and I know everybody's waiting for the moment of truth, and so I'm just going to go ahead and pick one of these puppies up, take you in here to the laundry room where it's really, really dark, and I'll go in here and close the door behind me so you can see just how dark it is. Trying to pull no funny business. You can see it is pitch dark in here. Well, I've got the light pressed up against my shirt, and you can see just how bright it lights up this whole room in here. So You know, this is just my utility room. It's all junked up. Got a few little supplies and a hot water heater and breaker box and washer and dryer and all that kind of stuff. But you can see that it's plenty enough light to light this whole room up, no problem. I've got one mounted outside on a retaining wall, so I'm going to take you outside and show you just how it lights that up. So just hang out with me. Alright guys, I'm walking out my front door, and I know it's pitch black out here. I live out in the country, and so the only light we see out here is just a few little lights on the pole, like for little street lights or whatever, but there's not very many of them. So it is pretty dark out here, and so I'm pointing the camera right at my walkway, and I'm going to slowly walk up to it till the light turns on. There it goes. You can see I'm a pretty good ways away. It says these are rated for 10 feet. I'm further than 10 feet from that. I guarantee I'm further than 10 feet. Yeah, you can see I'm probably closer to like 14 feet. And so this light's pretty bright. You can see it lights up the whole walkway, and that's exactly what I wanted. So when I come down the little walkway here and I'm looking for my keys or whatever, I don't break my full neck trying to get in the door or step on a snake or any of that. You can see right here where the light stops what I'm talking about, because there's a retaining wall right in here, and it just runs all the way down the front of the house. Sorry about all the lumber and junk. I'm doing a little tinkering around in the house, but you can see that one solar light gives me enough light to see my front door, and it lights up the sidewall really well. So my plan is to take one of those other ones and put it right here on the retaining wall, and that should be enough to light this whole wall up, and that'd be plenty. And then I'm probably going to put one or two around my shed, so in case anybody tries to walk up on it or break in, I'll see the light pop up, and it'll alert me somebody's out there tinkering around that shouldn't be out there. Now I'll go ahead and tell you in the directions. Like I said, it's supposed to be rated for like 10 foot for it to kick on, but as you can see, I was standing just right over there, and that's about 13, 14 foot. So I think that's pretty impressive. And it's supposed to have like a 120 degree range, so you know, in front of it for it to kick on. So you know, if you're kind of behind it, you know, it's not going to kick on. In the directions, it says that the light will stay on for 30 seconds, and if I would quit moving around in front of it, it would probably go off. Let me back up so it can't pick me up anymore. But you can see it really lights up the front of the house and way out into the yard a pretty good ways. I know the camera can't really pick up all the light, but I'm pretty impressed with it. You can see that it just went off, and just how dark it is. Wasn't even joking. So I'm going to slowly walk up on it, and I'm going to see where it detects me. I'll probably have to be a lot closer. Yep. It's about 8 foot from here to the light. And the reason it didn't click and turn on sooner is because this wall has a bend in it, as you can see. And so like I was saying, it only has about 120 degrees from the front of that sensor that'll pick up. So it can't pick up around a corner. So that's why I'm going to take and mount another light probably right in here. And so that way I'll be picked up by lights all the way down the walkway here, and it'll be nice and bright. And so anyways, guys, it mounts real easy. I'm not going to go into mounting and all that, because you guys obviously know how to take a screwdriver and mount these things. So anyways, I hope this review helped you guys out in determining whether or not that you want one of these lights or not. So far so good. I've been happy with how bright they are and how good the motion sensor works, and I think $29.99 is a great deal for 4 lights. You won't be able to go to no Home Depot or Lowe's and find lights that cheap. And like I said, as far as longevity, not sure how long they'll last, but you know, hey, if you get a year out of them, it's better than paying the electric bill for these things. So anyways, talk to you guys later. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel, and if you see anything out there that you'd like for me to do a review on, just hey, shoot me a message and I'll take a look at it, and I'll try to get it and review it. And hey, all right guys, good night. I'm gonna go in here and get a little bit of shut-eye. Stayed up late just so I could do this review for you guys. Please subscribe.